Matthew Flatton, I'm 21, I'm from Morpeth, and I'm a butcher.
Do you want to tell us about your training to become a butcher?
Yeah, I've done an apprenticeship scheme through a company called Ipswich, and they're obviously based down in Ipswich, and I got given workbooks which had to be viewed once every 6 weeks, along with an assessment, a practical assessment. So I had somebody come up from Ipswich, and he would give us the assessments to do. I would hand them in, and then I would have a 3.5 hour long practical assessment, and then I would get graded on that, and then he would give us the next amount of work to do. He would give us some work to do for the next visit, and then we've done that for nearly 2 years.
How did you get involved with Rothbury Butchers?
My manager. I used to work at Wallington Hall, and I worked in the farm shop there, and I was just cleaning fridges and serving people in the front, and I met Michael, my manager, and he left Wallington, and he said, I'm going to run a butcher starting with L.E.A.D.E.R. Do you want to come with us? And that's really how I got into it.
So do Rothbury Butchers work with local farmers?
Yeah, there's a few farms that we work through. We go direct through a company called Thompson's down in N.U.L.A.G, and we source all of our meat from Northumberland farms. But we've got a farm in Thropton where we get all the lamb from. All our main meat comes from Northumberland, so we're pork and beef and lamb, and everything is sourced from farms in Northumberland. So it makes it easier for us if somebody else sources it as well. So.
What are the benefits of being based in Northumberland, and especially L.E.A.D.E.R?
Well, it's close to home, so it's easy to get to work. But I don't know, L.E.A.D.E.R is a popular place, and a lot of people come here, and it's good for business, and it's a nice place to work and see different people every day. It's really, really busy. Yeah.
And so we understand that you won a national award for your sausages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, there's a company called BPEX, and they're like the governing body for British pork, and they have a big competition every year, and we send a lot of our sausages in to get judged, and it's a nationwide thing, and yeah, I won gold award for my pork, fennel and tomato chutney sausages, and there's been a few which I've got a silver award in my first one last year. I got a silver award for my Old English cider and chutney, but it's just little stuff like that that makes your job more interesting.
Would you be able to tell us a little bit about your job, like role within the company?
There's two we're up here, and we're mainly butchers, and you know, we get in the morning, we have to set the counter, and I do jobs like deboning out lambs and rolling for good presentation, serve the customers into the joints, make sausages which we mix by hand, make burgers, everything's made from scratch. So we're hands on all the time, and as far as customers are concerned, we serve customers, we haven't got anyone else to do that, so we're the ones that serve the customers as well. So
what do you enjoy the most about your job?
Probably the variation of things that I get to do. So I could be, you know, deboning out a lamb in 1 minute, and then the next minute I'll be making sausages. So there's different things I can do. I'm never stuck doing one thing for a prolonged amount of time. So I get to, and the beauty of that is I get to choose what I want to do each day. So and I get to choose like how I do it, and so the good thing is that I get to decide how I do things. It's just nice to have that bit of freedom off my boss as well. It's really nice. Yeah.
Is the apprenticeship you were offered unique, or is it common in Northumberland or any other areas?
It's not common at all. I mean, it's in Ipswich, so it's the only butchery apprenticeship, the recognised butchery apprenticeship that you can get in England.
Do you remember the horse meat scandal?
Yeah.
Did that have any impact on your business? Did sales go up, or?
Alright, I'll tell you what we're doing for the horse meat scandal. We'll deal with a company up in Duns called KEVI, and we'll get lots of exotic meats from them. So we'll get kangaroo, we'll get zebra, and we'll get crocodile. And so we thought with the horse meat scandal, a lot of people were asking when they were getting mince, is this 100% beef? And I was saying, yes, don't worry about that. So me and my manager were thinking of ways to try and get people to come and buy stuff off us. So we actually got horse burgers sent in, and we sold horse burgers and horse steaks from Duns. So it was proper. The thing is with the scandal, it was traces of horse found in beef, and nobody told you it was that. So it was all in processed food. But with us, what we've done, we've actually bought in 100% horse burgers and 100% horse steaks, and we sold it, and people just couldn't get enough of them. There were people coming in buying 50, 60 pounds worth of horse. So we sort of dealt with that really well, because we just sort of took it upon to sell horse and see how that went. It was a risky decision to make, but it paid off because we didn't have any more questions after that. It was, I mean, with local butchers anyway, it didn't affect the horse meat itself, because we get the carcasses in as a whole, so there's no contamination or anything. It was mainly processed meat, but people were a bit cautious of buying meat off people, but yeah, I thought we dealt with it quite well.
What makes you passionate about what you do, and do you plan to open your own butchers in the future?
I would like to, yeah. I like dealing with the general public. I like dealing with customers a lot, and it's really it's a good feeling when you get people coming back to you and you get a good. I mean, I've had a few people email my boss just to say that they've received great customer service. And it's nice. It's nice to get recognised for something that you do, and if you do it well, it's really, really nice. And hopefully, I can build a reputation for myself. And yeah, maybe one day I get the money and everything works out. I would like to open my own butchery. Yeah.
What advice would you give to young people looking to go into the same line of work?
Just ask around. Just don't be shy. Just go to your local butchers and just ask, because no one, you've got to apply for it, but some butchers, they don't even apply jobs. It's word of mouth. So just go to your local butcher, ask if there's anything that they need to do, and leave your number, and they'll get back to you. They really will. Just don't wait for it to come to you, because it'll never happen like that.
Is there any other links with your butchers? Like, is there other butchers that are like linked to yours, or is there just one butchery that's?
Yeah, well, we've got Rothbury in the village itself. There's just us two mainly, but with all the competitions that we're going, we do have a good relationship with a lot of butchers, like Chris Green at Northumberland. We've got a good, if we're ever short of stock or anything, Chris just helps us, vice versa as well. So you build a good relationship with other butchers that aren't really connected to your own business. So it's a nice, sort of like community, really. Yeah.
Do you just have anything else to add about your work, or?
Nothing comes to you. You've got to work hard to get where you want to be. So especially with apprenticeships, I know the National Apprenticeship Scheme. There's a lot of stuff on there. Go on there. But if you're really passionate about a certain thing that you want to do, ring your local garage or ring your butchers or just inquire, because there is, schemes that you can go on and training that you can do to work towards where you want to be, really.
Thank you.
Is that alright?
That was fantastic, thank
you.
I'm Lydia Fennick, and I manage the Rothbury Family Butcher's deli section in the village, and this is my younger sister Holly, who helps me on a daily basis, keeps me out of trouble. I have been there on a Saturday for 3 years, and then I took over full-time as the manager 2 years ago, so 5 years in total. I did food hygiene at school. The butchers do, because they're apprentice butchers, they have their butchery course on the go, and they get monitored through that. But as far as we go, whoever's been there the longest takes over when we get somebody new. So I'm that at the minute, aren't I? And when we get new people in,
you were just
I do the teaching, and I was just trained by the last manager. Butchery does definitely.
The meat for the KEVI restaurant?
Yeah, we supply a lot of restaurants in the village. I would say most of the cafes as well. As the deli, we definitely serve most of the business owners every day, don't we, for lunch? We get a lot of regular faces in every day, which is great, I think.
And all the outside trades, well, like builders all come in, whether they're from here or not. Like the people that have been fixing the bridge have been coming in. So
I think as far as the butchers goes, I'm pretty sure Maurice Graham from up the valley, I think that's where they get lamb from, and we go to school with his sons, so we're all, it's very family-ish. Well, tonight was a bit of a first, because we've never done outside catering before, but Fran is friends with Matty, who works at L.E.A.D.E.R, and he said, give the girls an ask, they'll do it on their Saturday night. So Fran came in the shop and she asked us, would we fancy doing a bit of outside catering, and we thought, well, we've never done it before, but we'll give it a go. So
It's been a great success. Will you do it again? Will you expand the business a bit?
I would definitely do it again if we got asked. Yeah.
And what's special about working in Northumberland?
Everyone knows everyone else. It's nice. Like, people come in and you can have a crack on with them because you know who they are and what they do. And that's how we supply so many people, because everyone knows everyone else, sort of thing. Yeah. So it's like a network that's already built in. You don't need any sort of advertising because word of mouth just gets it round.
I would say every other customer is a family member of a friend or a friend of a friend or somebody from up the street. It's nice. Yeah.
That's great. That's really fab. Thank you.